There are some things you get used to working as a forest firefighter. The constant hum of insects, putting on Nomex still damp from yesterday's sweat while the swamp water starts to leach into your fresh pair of doubled up socks. These are things every fire ranger can relate to. Being in the middle of the forest, hauling hose to a flare-up and looking over to see a camera lens staring back at me is something I never thought I would get used to. Devin and the rest of the film crew have been a pleasure to work with. When the crew began filming in Sioux Lookout on May 8th, it was the first day we were together as a full crew. Not only were we trying to get used to each other, which always takes a while at the beginning of the season, but all of our interactions were being documented on camera. I can remember the first awkward scene they shot, the four of us walking robot-like towards the office for the morning briefing. We did this walk about 10 or 15 times to allow the camera crew to shoot us from different angles. It was fun, but a little nerve-wracking. We were all painfully aware of our walks, which I'm sure resulted in some interesting struts. Yet, as the season went on, we gradually became more comfortable being in the spotlight. Having the entire film crew roaming around Sioux Lookout is much different than when it's just Devin filming us. Masterfully hauling his 10-pound camera through blowdown and thick brush, Devin is APTN's insider man. All summer, he's been back and forth between our crew in Sioux Lookout and Harvey Bunting's crew in Kenora. At first, it was strange having that fifth person on our crew. The bug tent seemed a bit smaller, we had to clear an extra tent spot at every camp, and those snack pack puddings didn't quite divide up evenly anymore. Our first fire was close to a reserve up in Big Trout Lake. When Devin joined us on the fire line, we were still getting used to working together as a crew, and I was getting used to being a crew boss. I can remember trying to navigate the hose lay through a particularly patchy part of the burn, and looking over to see Devin quietly documenting my struggle. Critiques from future viewers swirled around my head. Why didn't she cut off that finger? She's making them lay the hose way too close to the fire's edge. Wow, does she ever sweat a lot? When you know every decision and action is being recorded, it's a little intimidating. In my head, I was cursing Devin and his fancy camera. But Devin assured us that the purpose of the show wasn't to make us look silly. Anytime we felt uncomfortable or didn't want something filmed, he would shut the camera off. By the end of our tour up in Big Trout, we were a solid 5-man crew. The ease with which Devin has become a part of our crew is a big reason why I think the series will be such a hit. He's captured us in our sweatiest moments, hauling hose and putting out smokes. But there's also footage of our bush crazy times, where we're juggling oranges and dancing on coolers. We're all such different people, and each of us bring unique qualities to the crew. Devin has been able to capture all of this because we feel comfortable enough to be ourselves around him, whether the camera is on or not. We actually get a little jealous of the Bunting crew when Devin leaves Sioux Lookout to go film them in Kenora. Being on camera all summer has challenged us to shape up fast, and I think we're better as a crew for it. I'm excited for viewers to get a real idea of what Ontario forest fighters do. I imagine it will be very entertaining, but I also hope the show encourages more people to apply that may not have thought of this job as an option for them. I especially hope women and girls will watch it and see that forest firefighting isn't just for guys, but that women can hold their own too. Although being filmed was stressful at times, it was also a lot of fun. Being a part of this mini-series has been one of the most rewarding experiences I've been a part of while working in the fire program.